Hey Jaden, I just wanted to go over linear functions with you a little bit since you had said that was something that was hard for you in this past unit. So I'm just going to go through this quiz and just the questions that are on here, and hopefully that will help answer your questions. So on this first question one, it says Sophie gets an allowance of $15 each month plus an extra $2 for each chore that she completes around the house. Which of the following statements is correct about the amount of allowance Sophie is paid as a function of the number of chores she completes in a month? Okay, so for this one, in order for something to be a proportional function, it has to be in this format. Okay, so y equals kx, where k is just some number. For this, you would have, because this is how much she completes in 1 month, so she starts with $15 for that month, and then to add to that $15, she gets $2 for every chore. So she gets $2 times each chore, which we could say C or X. Okay, and so because it is not just a number with the X, it's not proportional. So it is linear, okay, so it would make a straight line, but it's not proportional. Okay, so that's why the answer is C. For this one, this is basically the same problem, you're just writing the equation. So this equation right here that I wrote, it would go down there because that's what it's talking about. Different name, it's Gene this time, but it's the same problem. Okay, so moving down to question 3. If we have, on this one, it says a restaurant has a pricing system that depends on the number of egg rolls that a customer orders. There's a per customer fee that everyone pays, and then a cost per egg roll that's added to the bill. Okay, so it says Sophie determined that the function describing the cost of dinner is linear, okay, meaning that if you graphed it, it would make a straight line. And that basically, by the way, just means that there's no exponents, or your x isn't on the bottom of a fraction, or there's no square roots. So any of that weird stuff that is what changes it from being a straight line. Okay, so if you order X egg rolls, your dinner would cost $1.50 plus X plus 10. Whoops, that's kind of thick. Try again. Okay, and so what is the per egg roll fee? Okay, and so what this is saying, now what this answer was given is how much it would cost if you bought dinner plus 1 egg roll. Okay, because it would cost $10 plus $1.50 per egg roll. So that's what that equation is saying. Okay, but what they're asking is just how much are you paying for each egg roll? So what you have to look for is what's being multiplied to the X, because the X is what you'd be substituting in the number of egg rolls for. And so that's why the answer is $1.50, because you're paying that per egg roll. So question 4 says a bathtub is being drained so that a linear function describes the amount of water in the tub after X minutes. The tub held 15 gallons before it was drained, and it took 20 minutes to empty. At what rate is the tub being drained? So probably the easiest way to do this particular one is to say that you're doing 15 gallons in 20 minutes. Okay, because if you're doing a rate, that's what is how much per minute is what you're looking for. So if we do 15 gallons in 20 minutes, then we just have to simplify that to see how many gallons it would be in 1 minute. Okay, and so you would just have to divide by 5 on both top and bottom to simplify the fraction, and you'd end up with 3/4 of a gallon per minute. Okay, I'm not sure why they put that particular question in here. It has less to do with linear functions than most of them. Okay, so then moving down to question 5. Says Stacy is filling a 100-gallon pool at a rate of 5 gallons per minute. If the pool had 10 gallons in it before Stacy started adding water, how many minutes will it take her to fill the pool? Okay, so again, we can set up an equation for this, and so the pool started with 10 gallons, and it says we're adding 5 gallons per minute, and it has to add up to 100 gallons. Okay, and then we would just have to solve that equation. So we would subtract 10 on both sides, subtract 10, so that's going to be 0. So then you would have 5m equals 90. And then we would just divide by 5 on both sides. So that would be 1. And m equals, and then you just have to do 90 divided by 5, which is 18. So that's why it would take 18 minutes. Okay, so then next question says Kim pays 2x plus $15 for renting X movies in a month. How much does Kim pay in a monthly fee even if she does not rent any movies? Okay, so if it's 2x plus 15 for renting X movies and she's doing 0 movies, and that's how you're going to find your cost, is we're going to put a 0 right in here and then see how much it would cost. So that's going to be 2 times 0 plus 15. Okay, 2 times 0 is 0, plus 15 would equal 15. So that's how much it would cost her for her membership, even if she didn't rent any movies in that month. Okay, and then last one here is similar. It says a new ebook reader service offers downloadable books by subscription, $4 per month plus $1.50 for each downloaded book. How much will it cost to download X books in a month? So this one you're creating an equation. Okay, so you always think about, okay, so what am I and this is per month. Okay, so what am I starting with? I'm starting with $4 per month. Okay, so for 1 month, I have to pay $4. Okay, and then to add to that, I have to pay $1.50 for every book. So that's going to be plus $1.50 times however many books I have to buy, that I want to buy. Okay, so that would be your equation. I mean, you can have it equal to y, but either way, that's your equation. All right, so I hope that helped. If not, just maybe post it in the chat or in the discussion board and let me know what else I can do, what other problems you might need help with.